If you feel like you are practicing shuffle dance a lot, but not actually progressing, this episode is for you. Most shuffle dancers at any stage of their learning journey are not stuck because they lack talent or they lack effort, but usually it's that they aren't quite nailing one or more of these key components. So today I'm going to break down the four biggest things that I see holding shufflers back and how to fix them without adding more to your plate or, having to practice extra. So number one, speaking of how much you have on your plate, a lot of shuffle dancers are putting too much on their learning plate. They're trying to learn too many things at once instead of building on what they already have. So they're working on their foundations and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this is boring. I want to add more moves to my arsenal. I want to learn more combos. You know what? I saw this cool trick on Instagram. I think I'm going to learn that instead. They are always searching for new things instead of variations of the things that they're already working on. So instead of jumping from like A to A1, A2, A3, right? Building on variations and helping to master the original technique that they're working on or the original move, they're jumping all over. They're learning A, Q, R, you, and so on and so forth. And they're feeling like they're not actually moving forward in anything. Instead, my recommendation is to become obsessed with mastering the thing that you're working on and its similar variations. So going back to A1, A2, etc., that example, instead of just working on the T step, let's say, and feeling like, okay, yeah, I've got it down. Let's jump to something completely different. Become obsessed with looking at other ways that you can change your tapping patterns, how your foot's connecting to the floor, the height of your knee in your perch position, changing your body direction, adding groove and upper body, right? Building on what you have and becoming the master of what is at hand rather than always jumping around. That will get you so much more progress. Number two mistake that I see is dancers who are not having proper body positioning and weight transfers in their shuffling for the style or the look that they're trying to go for. I see this all the time. I get a lot of students that come to me and they want to have like a really powerful running man, let's say. I get a lot of students that ask for help with that. But they can get there, except they are trying to stomp really hard. Maybe they're trying to bring up their knee really high. And while those are components that help your running man be more powerful, sometimes the simplicity is actually just shifting where your weight is sitting. So maybe shifting a little bit more onto the front leg, hinging forward at the hips and having more power, right? Having the illusion of more power on top of these other things that they're changing. Your body positioning is often the final bow on the fundamental movement or technique, and it helps it become, I should say, more powerful and have more of a wow factor. So mastering these small things in every move and technique that you learn is a really helpful way to make fast progress instead of just feeling like I'm getting the move, but it doesn't feel like it's hitting. Oftentimes, this is the trouble. Number three, this one is so important, and it's that you're probably lacking guidance from a teacher and you're lacking community. And I say these things hand in hand because this is extra common for people who don't have an in-person community of any sort. I am currently living in Costa Rica. I don't have an in-person community, so I know how difficult it is to stay motivated, to feel like you have people to talk to about shuffling, especially if you're newer and you just found it on the internet and you were so excited about it, but maybe nobody in your direct network or community does it. This is where online communities are so helpful and so inspirational, but it gives you the guidance that you need from a teacher or from someone who's literally going to say, hey, here are the ropes. Let me show you the ropes from A to Z. And then you're also being supported by a community. At the end of the day, shuffling is a community dance. It's something where we want to exchange energy. We want to have conversations through our dance. And if we only have the ability to do that online, lots of online communities, Shuffle Shred being one of them, that is a great place to start. If you're someone who has an in-person community, maybe you're not utilizing it to its fullest. Now I'm going to say, pour one out for those of us who don't have an in-person community. And for the love of all that is good, please go to your meetups, because those of us who don't have community really wish we could do that. All that to say, it's really important to find a community that is either local, if you have that, as I said, or finding a community that is full of like-minded and engaged dancers, people who genuinely want to uplift you. And the shuffle community is full of that. So you will definitely find it. And when it comes to picking a teacher, don't just pick someone who is popular online, but make sure that their teaching style also really resonates with you. It's so important that when you're getting guidance in your shuffle journey, when the teacher says things, it literally clicks in your mind and in your body. Like you could go from having no idea how to do this move or combo or technique, and then the right teacher says it, and it immediately feels like, oh my gosh, this is everything that I needed, because their unique way of explaining things clicks with your brain. So find the instruction or instructor that is going to help you progress the most, because there truly is someone for everyone. Number 4, last but not least, is you might not be getting creative or experimental enough in your shuffling, aka you might not be having enough fun. I'm a firm believer that you grow the most when you're enjoying yourself. I'm currently experiencing this right now. I'll keep it 100 with y'all. I have been so hard on myself recently, and I've kind of forgotten about having fun, being creative, being experimental. And so this is a reminder that we all need at every level of shuffling, especially if you feel like you're hitting a progress plateau, that you need to come back to the creative side. You need to come back to enjoying yourself. Maybe that looks like playing around with different character, different elements, facial expressions, music genres. Explore music genres that you haven't listened to or you haven't tried shuffling to before. Ultimately, you want to be a performer. Dance is a performance art, right? Whether you plan on dancing on stages or in music videos, or maybe you literally are just dancing at home in your garage for fun, it's all part of the art to be a performer, to bring your 100%, authentic energy and become someone different on the dance floor. That is truly part of the fun. Everything that we talked about today, all 4 things. Number 1, putting too much on your plate. Number 2, your body positioning and weight transfers might be a little off. Number 3, lacking guidance from a teacher that resonates with you and lacking community and number 4, not getting creative or experimental enough. All of these things they're not fixed by just doing more, right? We kind of learned that in number 1. It comes from knowing what to work on in your shuffle journey so that you can make the most progress for your goals, how to do it, why it matters, etc. And that's exactly what we focus on inside of all of our Shuffle Shred courses. You're not just learning random moves. I'm not just shoving a bunch of things at you. You're being guided on how to train, how often you can train based on your schedule, exactly what you should be doing in your training so that you can level up in your goals. And every practice builds on itself instead of feeling scattered. That's what creates progress. A clear path, having clarity of what you should be doing based on what you want to achieve and taking action on it. Technique trainings in Shuffle Shred programs always center on, body positioning, weight transfers, making sure that you can feel smooth and powerful at the same time. You will always get expert guidance and feedback from me, plus a really engaging community. You get a community for 60 days, actually a live engaging community for you to submit videos into. You can talk with people. We work on mindset together. And we also work on creativity. So it's not that creativity and fun is just this afterthought and we get lost in the sauce of progress. We are constantly coming back to exploring our mindset, the soulful side of shuffling, bringing our passion forward with prompts, with music, with guidance, and with just genuinely sharing with people who get it. So if you want all of this held inside of a deeper and more intentional container, that's where my Shuffle Shred courses comes in. Specifically, the Footwork Blueprint is a great one because it's focusing on fundamentals. You will master the fundamentals, unlock power, control, clean technique, smooth transitions, and an effortless freestyle flow in 90 days or less. Whether you are a totally new shuffler, this is a perfect program for people who have never shuffled or danced a day in their life. Or if you're an advanced dancer, someone who has been leveling up after years of experience, this is also for you. As I said, whether it's this program or one of my on-demand programs that are in a slightly higher level, we have Rising Novice, which is just above beginner. And then we have intermediate, which is the level above that. These courses include lifetime access to the full course, plus 60 days of coaching, feedback, and community support inside our private community. As I said, you are going to get weekly shuffle coaching calls. Bring anything that you need, and I will give you correction, help, feedback, creativity prompts right there on the spot. We also have one-to-one video feedback reviews where you can submit, and I will give you direct feedback on specific things in your dancing, monthly mindset coaching calls, an engaged community of people who are staying accountable just like you, who are working through the same things. We're all at different levels. So, you can come as you are. You don't have to be a total beginner. You don't have to be a really advanced dancer. We are a mixed bag, which is amazing. And we are specifically tracking our growth in technique, our growth in confidence, and most importantly, our growth in joy as shuffle dancers. These programs are for the dancers who are done feeling scattered. They want guidance, structure, creativity, and real progression, and are ready to take these 4 things and flush them down the toilet and be able to progress with clarity. If this is you, this is where everything gets implemented. I'm going to leave more information in the description, and I hope to see you in the program, but I definitely hope to see you in the next video and that this was helpful. Have a great day.